Hello and welcome to another video tutorial. Like I said earlier in the last video, we'll be looking at the question before us. A cone of base diameter 40 mm and slant height 60 mm is kept on the ground on its base. An AIP inclined at 45 to the horizontal plane cuts the cone through the midpoint of the axis. Draw the development. Now, sometimes questions comes like this without a diagram, and then from this you are expected to generate a diagram, and then before going to the development. And that is why I ask you to study on different solids, different geometrical solids. It will help you it will help and enable you to generate diagram for questions like this. So please do well to study the various geometric solids: your cone, your pyramid, your prism, your cylinder, and all of the other geometric solid. Please do well to study those solid. Now, dealing with this question, we have the base of the cylinder. Sorry, the base of the cone. We have the base of the cone as 40 mm. Okay, so we pick a line, draw a line of 40 mm. Please, wherever I have a given figure, I will be adding additional 0 to it so that I will not stretch so much on the screen. Okay, so instead of 40, I will be using 4000, okay, mm, and I will have this line. You can see it's still small on my screen. Okay, so if I use 40, it will be too tiny, we won't be able to see it very well. So this is the base. We are told that the base was kept on the floor, on the ground. Okay, and then the slant height is 60 mm. Okay, so I'm going to put a vertical line at that will form the axis of my cone. Okay, at the midpoint here I will have this line, which is the axis. Okay, I will then pick an arc of center this, okay, and radius 6000. I will enter and I will draw this arc. Oops, sorry, I will have to redo this. I'll pick my arc, center this, and radius 6000, and I'll draw this arc. Okay, I have this arc now. That is, from here to here is 60, which is the slant height. So I'll pick my line from here to here and here to here. Now this is the elevation of the cone. Sorry. This is the elevation of the cone. Okay, at a reasonable distance I will create this point. Okay, and then create my I'll set this for tooth. Okay, this will enable me create the plan of this cone. and I'll have this. I'm taking this line off. Okay, and now I can take away this part, take away this part. Okay, see how this line anyway. Now I have this, this. Oh, sorry, let me truncate this first. Now we have a line at 45. Okay, this line is at 45 degree. Draw this line at 45 degree like this. Okay, that cuts this at the middle. So I'm going to pick this line now that is at 45. In your own case, you can use your 45 set square with your ruler. Go to the middle of the line, okay, the midpoint of the line, and truncate it. Okay, so I'm going to pick this gently and put it at the middle of this. I'll have it this way. Okay, now I have this truncated. I'll bring out the shape we are to work with a polyline from here to here to this point to this point, and close it at this point. So as usual, this will come in a thick color, a thick line. Okay, we have this as this. Okay, and then we have this, as well. This is our object. Okay, now this is what this question said we should do. Okay, we just translate this question into an object, a shape. Okay, so the next thing now is to proceed and develop it into a pattern. Now in doing that, we'll have to divide this circle into 12 equal parts. Okay, you already know how to do that. Okay, with the radius of the circle, you come to this point, you strike an arc above and below, come to this side and this side, come to this point, you strike an arc this side and this side till you go around the 4 points, and you have your circle divided into 12 equal parts. In my own case, I'm going to do it this way. I have this. I have this. I'm going to mirror this. Okay, I have this. Okay, now the next thing is, after dividing this, you project line from each of these points, so I'm going to pick my construction line, vertical line. I'll pick this, pick this, pick this. We already have this point. Okay, pick all the other point, pick this, and finally pick this. Okay, pick all of this, and then this point has to stop here. I don't need them to up. Okay, I need this point to this. Let me extend this. Now the next thing is to draw a line from each of these points to the apex at this point. So pick this line from here to the apex, from here to the apex, from here, which is also this, from here to the apex, from here to the apex, and we have this. Right, I'm going to trim out this part as well. Okay, now we have something like this. Now the next thing is from each of these points, from here, this point and this point is the same thing. Okay, from this point we draw an arc, we center the apex of the cone, we center here and radius this point, we draw an arc, we center this point, radius this point, we draw another arc from each of these points, here, 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 and lastly here. So let's do that. So we pick our arc, center here, radius this point, we draw an arc. We draw an arc this way. I will move this up so that I can have space. Alright. Let me extend this line. Okay, let's have that way. Then we pick an arc again. Remember, the center must be the apex. Oh, remember, the center must be the apex of the triangle, of the cone, sorry. Yeah, that actually looks like a triangle, but it's not. Okay, center the apex again, we'll come to this point, we'll draw this, pick our arc again, come to this point, the next point is this, we'll draw this arc, repeat the arc again, the next thing is this point, sorry, there is an error here. Let's pick our arc again, come to this point here, draw this, pick our arc again. So you can do all of this with your compass. Okay, you pin up your compass at the apex, your pencil at each of these points, and then you draw arc just the way I'm doing it now. Okay, you come to this point, lastly here, and then draw this arc. Okay, now we have this. We have this. Now we pick a line from the apex of this, okay, and then draw this line at a very convenient radius from away from the main object. Okay, then we have, let's say we use this point something like this. Now, as usual, we pick a point from the division of the circle, that is any of this, like from here to here, from here to here, which is 982. 982. So we come here, we pick an arc, center here, 982, enter, draw this arc, and let's break it. Okay, we pick our arc again, come here, 982, enter, we have this, we break this again, okay, pick our arc again, we come to this point, 982, okay, pick our arc again, come this point, 982, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, pick our arc again, come this point, 982, do the same thing again, 982, okay. You do this till you have it in 12 places. You do that until you have it in 12 places. Do it until you have it in 12 places. Okay, and then you have this. Okay, you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or we're having one more left. H2. And then draw a line from each of these points to the apex. Carefully draw your lines to the apex. Carefully draw your line to the apex. Carefully draw your line to the apex. Carefully draw your line to the apex. This, all your line must be at the apex. Okay, something like this. Okay, all your line must be at the apex of the cone. And lastly, we have this. Okay, I think our line is good now. Okay, at the end you have something that looks like this. You have something that looks like this. Okay, you have something that looks like this. So I'm going to pick this line from here to here, which is our starting point. So if we number this as if this is okay, permit me to copy number from what I did before. Okay, if we copy this number, copy this and come to this point, pick here and come and drop it here. Oh. This will be 5. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. This is 4. Okay, if we have all of this way, then this becomes 1. This becomes 1. Now, at this point, we'll be very careful. Okay, we'll pick 1. Okay, and look at line 1 and arc 1, wherever they intercept. Okay, we'll mark it. Okay, so I'm going to create a sort of my own dot. Okay, I'm going to do something like this. Good. I'm going to use this as my own dot. I want to make it red. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. Wherever I see I get my point, I'll put it there. Now this is line 1. Okay, this is arc 1. Okay, they meet here. Look, is arc 1 here. This point is this. Okay, and that arc gives us this. Okay, now we have line 2 here, which is 2. This is arc 2. This is also line 2. Okay, they meet here. This is line 3. This is arc 3. Look at it here, 3. Okay, they meet at this point. Trace line 4 is this, and arc. This is 1, 2, 3. This is arc 4. This is line 4. They meet here. Now this is arc 5. This is line 5. Trace them. They'll meet here. Okay, line 6 and arc 6 will meet here. Okay, and then do the same thing for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Am I correct? 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's see, something is wrong somewhere. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we are correct. We are correct. Okay. Now let me pick my polyline and do this. Let's see. From this point to this, 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 and this. Now we have this curve like this. This is a curve line. Okay, let's make it thick. Let's make it this, and this also will be this. Now this is development. This is our development. Okay, this is our development. Now, since the truncated part is not covered, there is no point producing the since the truncated part is not covered, there's no point producing the top. Okay, it's open, so by the time you fold this neatly, you have what look like this. Okay, so at the end You don't need this, so I can remove this. At the end we have something like this. At the end we have something like this. So this is the solution to this question. Okay, this base is from here to here is 40 mm. This slant height from here to here is 60 mm, and this truncated part is at the midpoint of the axis, 45 degree. Okay, you divide the circle into 12 equal parts. Okay, project them to the base and radiate them to the apex of the cone. Okay, now wherever they meet the truncated line, the line that truncates the cone, okay, from those points you take an arc. Okay, using the apex as the center, take arc from each of these points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this arc will give you this. Okay, and then also from this point, which is the base. Then you look at arc 1, line 1, arc 1, wherever they meet, you pick the point. Line 2, arc 2, wherever they meet, you pick the point. Line 3, arc 3, line 4, line 4, arc 4, line 5, arc 5, line 6, arc 6, line 7, line 7, arc 7, line 8, arc 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, you do all of that, and then you have your shape. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And lastly 12. Okay, then pick out the point and then use your French curve to neatly curve out this line. Okay, neatly curve out this line to this point, and this also to this point. This line, this is a line, and then this arc to this point, and you have your development. So we have successfully answer this question. If you look at your note, the steps to follow are there. Okay, now though this method is a little different from the answer provided in your note, yes, but this is a radiant line method where you're radiating line from a fixed point. Okay, in your note, this is what you have. Yes, this point was transferred to this, okay, and a parallel line to this line, a parallel line to this line from this point to this point, okay, and then you have this process, the same thing as what we did. Okay, so you have this line to this, which invariably we can as well have this point here. Okay, in my own case, I picked this point here without projecting it out. Pick this point here, and then I repeat the other procedures. Okay, so use this and the video, and you'll be able to work on this, and also on something like this. This is similar. Okay, this is similar, so I'm not going to do anything on cylinder, truncated cylinder. It's similar to what we have there. Use it, and then with this note you can work on a truncated cylinder. Okay, you can also, with that, you can also work on this as well. So I will leave you to practice all of this. Okay, leave you to practice all of this. So I'll end this now. I'll create another short this thing for on maybe a cone and a pyramid, something rectangular pyramid or hexagonal pyramid. Will not be circular. Let's try triangulation method as well in the next video. So thank you, and keep practicing. See you again in the next video.